Today we are going to talk about angle bisector. Now you may be wondering what an angle bisector is. So an angle bisector is a line or ray that divides an angle in half. If you are trying to solve for a polygon, an angle bisector is a line that bisects an interior angle. So to do a bisect, you are going to need a compass and a ruler. Now to start off, I'm going to teach you how to solve for it, and then we're going to do some like real world problems. Okay, so start by creating an angle, or you might already have one. And you can use your ruler, or you can just use it freehand, but I'm just going to make this straight. And then after this, you're going to want to label the points of where your triangle is, so A, B, and C, just so that I can show you what we're actually doing. So to start off, you're going to take your compass and you're going to place the pointy side on dot A, and you can either use B or C, and then you're going to want to drag it across and create an arc. Now that arc should connect with B or C, or mine isn't because it's not equal. So after you do this, what you're going to do is you are going to take your compass again, and from here you're going to go from point B to C. You can put the point on whichever one you want, and you're going to create another arc, but this time it's not going to go all the way through, so you're just going to stop, and then you're going to flip it around and do it on the same side last time, which should give you an X. And once you get that X, you can take your pencil or your Sharpie and you can create another point, aka D. Once you do this, you're going to take a ruler and go from side A to D and connect it using an arrow. And there, that's how you bisect an angle correctly. It's pretty easy. Most of the work is figuring out how to do it more than explaining it. So I'm going to show you 3 more problems, real world problems with how you could use this. So let's say that you just bought a bow and it hasn't been strung yet. So when you need it to be strung, this is just something that you could use. Let's say okay, now you're going to do the same as before by putting the point on A and dragging it across to C, which should give you around an arc that would look like the front of the bow, which is right here. Now this angle part right here is showing the bow being pulled back, because once you figure this all out, you would have it right here. That would create point D, and you have to load a bow properly, because if you don't load it properly, it won't shoot properly. So basically, this arrow that we're going to create is going to be the arrow. If a bow is not straight up, it won't shoot correctly. So by doing this, you just bisected the angle of exactly how to load a bow. And then we're going to do 2 more problems for this. Let's say that you're at a friend's house and you just got done with the party, but you're hungry and there's only 1 piece of pizza left, and you and your friend have to split it. So what you can do is you can actually use this, and you're going to go from points A, B, C, go from point A, B, which would create the simple outline of the pizza. And that, from there, the way that you could split this with your friend is by going from point B to C, doing the same thing as before with the X and the arc, which would be creating that X, which would be the perfect center of that point D. And then take your ruler and stretch it across point A and D, which would give you a perfectly slice of pizza. For the last problem, we are going to talk about cutting wood. So let's say that you're in woodshop class or you're just in general and you're trying to make a door stopper. Now, for the door stopper, obviously half of it's going to be flat and the other half is going to be lifted. So you only have a triangle piece of wood, but you need to cut it exactly in half. So you could take your compass and do the same thing as before. And by that point, you can take it like this, switch these up, and then do the same thing before, creating the arc, flip it over, create the arc again, and that would give you the exact point. Take your ruler, spread it across, and that would be the exact point of creating a door stopper from right here.